that's not falling for it that I can tell is Trump.
Yes, and like I said, he said, leave it to the states. This is stupid. We shouldn't even be doing this. It shouldn't even be an issue. And he said it's become a huge story, and yet it affects, and everybody has to be protected. If it's one person, but a tiny, tiny portion of the population has become a massive story.
Here's my take on it. That picture looked like a woman.
Correct.
I would prefer if that thing went into the woman's bathroom.
Correct.
Just because
I don't care. You're right.
Nobody would know anything different other than if she's over 6'3". That would kind of raise a little bit of...
but, she's got a dress on. You're going in the women's bathroom. I couldn't even care less. And if you are the tranny and you got all that... you're in public. Protect your children and protect yourself.
Right. If you're letting your 8-year-old go into the bathroom by herself, which... that's getting close to the age where they could probably start doing that. You better be very close by.
We were at the roller rink the other day for a birthday party, and my daughter's
8-year-old, right?
Yeah, my daughter's 8, and the other one's 7. And every time they went to the bathroom, we always tell my girls
outside the door.
Yeah, we always tell our girls to go in together. I got 2 daughters to go in together. Their girlfriends were there, so we always tell the girls to go together.
Not only that, but if you're close enough to the door that if a problem happens and they scream, then you can react.
Right.
So you don't want to just go so far away that you couldn't even hear. So the whole choking thing, probably need to be a little bit more attentive as parents.
Yes.
Because it doesn't need to be a man dressed up as a woman.
No.
It could be a man dressed up as a man.
And in this case in California, it was an ugly dude. It was clearly a dude.
Why are you judging his looks?
Katrina got into it with Megyn Kelly on Trump juding women's looks.
Oh, that's that's all over the news today.
She said
breaking today.
Oh my God, we're almost out of time. All right, Facebook is attempting to get rid of Smith Radio on Facebook. I literally have 2 accounts on Facebook, which is legal. And I changed the name, because you can do it. I changed the name to be Sons of Liberty.
Okay.
And it's been up for a couple of weeks, and it's been a profile I've had for years. They said, please verify your name. I said, verify? What do you mean? And then it goes through this whole thing. You have violated our policy. Verify your name. And so I go and say, yeah, verify. Click yes. Next page says, please upload documents.
They want to steal your
identity.
They want
a photo ID. They want photo ID. They want documents saying that that's my name. I uploaded a picture of Donald Trump.
Okay.
I still was not allowed in. And then the next day it said for me to do that all over again the very next day.
Okay.
So I uploaded a different picture of Donald Trump.
Okay.
With the meme saying "Make America Great Again."
All right.
That account is closed.
Well, the big news this week on Facebook, as Rush Limbaugh affectionately calls it, is that they've been caught censoring conservatives and propping up liberals. News.
Breitbart even reported that they're being blocked on Facebook for the most. They're not being.
Well, it turns out that they've been hiring all these people whose job it is to make, to kind of manage the trending of news on Facebook.
Right.
And a guy came out and
one of the employees.
Yeah, one of the employees said, "Yeah, we censor conservative news and we prop up liberal news.
This is what we get paid to do."
Now, this is Smith Radio take on it. If you've been listening to us loyally for the whole time we've been doing this,
years,
we have already told you that this is what they've been doing.
Correct.
We have. I'm sorry.
Look what happened to us on YouTube.
Yeah, I am sorry that we don't have the audio of us in a previous episode telling you that this is what they do. This is not news to us. We have known about this for years. It is blatantly obvious to us. Twitter. Twitter's a good example. When you go to the trending topics on Twitter, there are times where you just know that a conservative topic is going to be at the top of the list, and it's not on the list at all.
Right.
Meanwhile, something stupid is up there.
Trump even said, or did you say this about Trump, was saying that Trump posted something on Twitter and it certainly should have been trending because it was all a fluster
look
and
at
it
the
wasn't
counts.
trending.
Look at the like counts and the retweet counts on the trending, and you'll see that there's all kinds of manipulation. Is that illegal? No, but don't tell us it's trending when really this is a recommended article.
Let me ask this: the trending for Glenn Beck putting the Cheetos in his face, and that trending?
Yeah, that's what I was going to segue to.
But is that in my mind would backfire on Glenn Beck? That YouTube has made him trend and made him look exponentially more stupid.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, so today I clicked on the Moments, the little lightning rod on the Twitter, and so they got the top one is in the music category: Red Hot Chili Pepper singer Anthony hospitalized. Personal account: journalist shares her story of son's unlawful arrest. So these are the trending top. Oh, election: GOP chairs. Voters don't care about reports Trump mistreated women.
Because he doesn't. He doesn't mistreat women.
Did Donald Trump pose as his own PR person 25 years ago? Did you hear about that topic?
Yikes.
They're trying to turn this into a scandal.
Yeah.
Glenn Beck said, he's on a tear.
Right.
He said, it's funny, and I don't understand why Trump is now lying about it because I don't think it's a scandal one way or another.
No, I don't think it's a scandal.
But now that he's lying about it, it's a scandal.
Okay. I got that thing on Megyn Kelly and Katrina. We're running low on time. I can play it if you want. Okay.
Sure.
This is Katrina and Megyn Kelly and women. On women.
Oh,
and Megyn Kelly, apparently Megyn Kelly and Trump have agreed to come together and talk. But after this, I think he should be very careful.
Well, I think that's what they have to say right now because they weren't really anticipating having to run against Donald Trump, someone who is going to be unafraid to bring these issues up, particularly as we've all known. Hillary Clinton and her campaign were going to run as a woman on women's issues and nothing else. Every policy Ms. Granholm just mentioned were about women.
Well, she was highlighting the women's issues because she was here on the show. Hillary Clinton's running on many issues other than the ones mentioned.
Yeah, but
I love how Megyn Kelly is defending Clinton.
It's kind of
she's running on many issues. No. I mean, I don't know. She's got one issue. She's a woman.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only issue she's running on.
That's what she's talking about. That's the one thing that she's always talking about when she's talking about the sexism.
Because the candidates were arguing about it.
But with regard to sexism, though, Megan, this is not just a Donald Trump issue. I will remind you. Bernie Sanders says, excuse me, and her campaign blew up. All of her supporters were calling Bernie Sanders sexist. Then you have the irony of Bill Clinton coming out calling Bernie Sanders profane sexist. So this is a common thread that we see in...
What's a profane sexist?
Well, the fact that he would say that is just mind-numbing.
Because Bill Clinton is the profane.
He's a rapist.
Rapist, right.
Hillary Clinton's campaign, and Mr. Trump is simply defending himself. Many women reject this old-fashioned feminism as if we need someone to validate our existence. Many women...
Oh, speaking about that, this new generation of women coming up, oh, yeah, they are women, and they like chivalry, and they want men to be men.
I like it.
Yeah.
And today respect the idea that someone treats them the same. It's not just a slogan for many women anymore. And if you think that criticizing a woman, particularly in response...
But do you not admit, I mean, you know, this goes back to the very first question I asked Mr. Trump at the August 6th debate, which was never a statement about what Megyn Kelly thinks. It was a statement about what Hillary Clinton was going to do. And sure enough, she's doing it. And it was about Trump's language about women in particular. And I know he says he's an entertainer, Katrina, but as you know very well, some of those terms...
Listen to her voice. She's getting real...
Hold on. This is only an issue in Megyn Kelly's mind.
World. It's in her mind. Right.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
That are specific to women have continued even this past year.
Okay,
no,
she's saying women... as an entire single unit. She's saying...
She's doing what Democrats do, what liberals do.
Yes, she's doing exactly what liberals do.
Well, what I'll say is this. Just because you criticize a woman, particularly in response to her criticism of you, does not make you a sexist and does not make you a misogynist.
Amen.
What if you refer to her looks as he did with Carly Fiorina?
He's referred to men's looks as well.
Face?
That's the point, though. That's the point. Mr. Trump has criticized men, too, who have criticized him. This criticism isn't reserved for women, and I think that's the difference.
Yes, this criticism isn't reserved for women. For a man to make a crack on a woman in direct response to her cracking on him, are you kidding me?
Look at the criticism
Tit
that
for
he
tat.
did of all the men, and some of the things some of them were really personal. And you can attack Trump on going down those roads, but it is obviously not reserved for women.
No.
About the word bimbo.
Bimbo.
What about the word bimbo? It's another thing. Mr. Trump has criticized women who've criticized him, just as he's criticized men who have criticized him.
So that word is fine by you. You don't see that word as sexist at all.
Well, even if it is sexist or not sexist, depending on how you perceive it, the point is he doesn't reserve criticism for women. That's sexism. That's misogyny. If someone criticizes him, he criticizes them. It's equal. It's not just one-sided here. I think that's the point.
The point they're trying to make is that there's a particular...
The point you're trying to make, Megyn Kelly.
She's making the point, but also... When you call a woman a bimbo, I see where Megyn Kelly's coming from on this. She's saying, well, you wouldn't call a man a bimbo.
No,
but here's the problem.
You would. There's a different word for that.
Yeah, you wouldn't call.
You could call him a gigolo.
Okay, yeah, gigolo or something like that. But so you wouldn't. I see where Megan's coming from on this. But here's the problem. He's not saying that she's a bimbo because she's a woman. He's saying she's a bimbo because that woman is a bimbo. Are we not allowed to call a spade a spade?
Whoa, calling a spade here on Smith Radio.
Tone and a particular choice when he's going after women versus the men. That's what
and she says going after the women.
No, she's going after a woman.
And there was only a couple.
A person who happens to be a woman.
And there was a very heavy set, nasty, disgusting liberal.
Bimbo.
Oh, right.
They're going to be saying.
That's what they're going to say, but history is going to show that's simply not the case. Mr. Trump was one of the first to bring women into executive positions back in the 80s with his organization. He has been very much accommodating to women in corporate America. He has more female executives than male executives. He has 2 sons, but yet his daughter is going to be inheriting the company. There's just so many other things that goes to show.
I didn't know that.
That's breaking news.
He's already mentioned that. He's already said Ivanka's going to take over. They'll have shared responsibilities, but he's already said Ivanka's going to take over if he wins in November. So these are the types of things that tend to go overlooked and get lost in the media chaos.
Mm-hmm. Great to see you, Kat. Thanks for being
If you could see Kelly's face, she was shocked and beside herself when Katrina told her that Ivanka's going to take over the company. And I think that's sexist for her to be shocked.
That's right.
That a woman was taking over Trump's empire.
Megyn Kelly's a sexist. Let's just
Megyn Kelly's well, projection. She's projecting.
That was terrible.
Megyn Kelly.
She is.
Megyn Kelly, you are
obsessed.
Megyn Kelly, you are
liar.
Yes,
she's
that's
obsessed. Right. Oh my God.
She. I don't understand her. She's just completely.
So Reince Priebus is out this week. I don't know how much time we have. 2 minutes.
Seconds.
So Reince Priebus comes out and he said that nobody cares about this perceived treatment that Trump has towards women. Nobody cares.
Nope, nobody cares. And Reince Priebus said we are supporting Trump.
Oh, he's absolutely. He spent the whole morning on all the talk shows this morning, defending him and supporting him.
And that's the GOP. That is the chair of the organization called the GOP. That's the chair.
Paul Rhino needs to have a meeting with Reince Priebus and get on board.
I think there's been people like there's other rhinos that we know, Mitch McConnell and Lindsey Graham. All these, they're telling Paul Rhino he needs to get on board. Everybody's telling Paul Ryan to get on board.
We have a poltergeist in the studio, so
we are all over the place for you. What a show. Fast 3 hours you will spend anywhere in your entire life.
See you guys next week.
Man, that really was fast. I can't believe that.
With unfathomable power.
What kind of power?
Unfathomable. It's
Good.
Without fathom.